Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a hilarious and slightly concerning topic: 10 signs your cat is running a secret cat army. Let's get started. Alright, first things first. Does your cat have a designated spot where they disappear to for hours on end? You know, that one place where they vanish like a magician's trick, leaving you wondering if they've somehow slipped into another dimension? Like, you know they're in the house somewhere but you can never find them. It's like they have a secret teleportation device that whisks them away to their hidden sanctuary, and then, when you finally do track them down, they're just chilling in the back of a closet or under a pile of laundry looking all innocent. They give you that look as if to say, "What? I've been here the whole time." But seriously, cats are notorious for finding weird little hidey holes to call their own. These spots are like their personal fortresses, impenetrable and secretive. And while most of the time they're probably just using these spots for some much-needed alone time, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that they're actually using these secret lairs to hold clandestine meetings with their feline comrades. Imagine them plotting their next big adventure, or discussing the latest household gossip. Think about it, you never see them coming or going, do you? They move with the stealth and grace of ninjas, slipping in and out of their secret spots without a sound. It's like they just magically appear and disappear at will. One moment they're there, the next, poof, gone. It's almost like they have a secret network of tunnels running through the house. Maybe they're sharing intel on the best places to find tuna or gossiping about the neighborhood dogs. Perhaps they're even planning a coordinated effort to wake you up at 3 a.m. for no apparent reason. I mean, have you ever noticed how they always seem to be one step ahead of us? Coincidence? I think not. They're always watching, always observing, and always ready to outsmart us at every turn. Their secret meeting spots are just one piece of the puzzle in the grand scheme of their mysterious lives. Speaking of feline comrades, let's talk about your cat's social circle for a second. Does your cat seem to have an unusually large and diverse group of feline friends? Like, you're pretty sure you've seen more cats coming and going from your house than live in your entire neighborhood? And they're not just casual acquaintances either. These cats are tight. They groom each other, they share food, they even sleep curled up together in a giant ball of fluff. If you were a cat and you were planning to take over the world, the first thing you would need is a strong network of loyal followers, right? And what better way to build that network than by befriending every cat in a 5-mile radius? Coincidence? I think not. Okay, let's move on to the next sign: stealth moves. Now, I know what you're thinking. All cats are stealthy, right? They're like tiny, furry ninjas, silently stalking their prey and disappearing in the blink of an eye. But I'm not just talking about your average, everyday cat stealth here. I'm talking about next-level, military-grade stealth. Like, you'll be sitting there, minding your own business, when suddenly you'll feel a presence in the room. You turn around and bam! There's your cat, just sitting there, staring at you with those big, unblinking eyes. Or how about this? You'll be walking down the hallway, and you'll swear you saw something move out of the corner of your eye. You stop to investigate, but there's nothing there. You shrug it off, but then it happens again. It's enough to make you wonder if you're going crazy, or if your cat has actually mastered the art of teleportation. Have you ever noticed how your cat has a knack for collecting the most random, seemingly useless objects? It's like they have a sixth sense for finding the oddest things and bringing them back to their lair. Like, one minute you're missing a sock, the next minute you find it in your cat's bed, along with a dead cockroach, a bottle cap, and a piece of string. It's almost as if they have a secret stash where they hoard all these peculiar items. It's like they're building a nest out of all the weirdest things they can find. They meticulously arrange these objects, creating a bizarre yet fascinating collection. But what if I told you that these aren't just random objects? What if there's a method to their madness, a hidden purpose behind their seemingly chaotic behavior? What if I told you that these are actually tools? Tools that serve a specific function in their mysterious feline world. Tools for what, you ask? Why, for world domination, of course, or at least that's what they'd like us to believe. Okay, maybe not world domination, but definitely for something. Perhaps they're planning a grand adventure or a secret mission that only they know about. I mean, think about it, cats are natural hunters, right? They have an innate ability to stalk and capture their prey with precision and skill, and every good hunter needs the right tools for the job. These objects, seemingly random to us, are carefully selected by our feline friends to aid in their hunting endeavors. That sock? That's not just a sock, it's a camouflage device. It helps them blend into their surroundings, making them nearly invisible to their unsuspecting prey. The dead cockroach? That's bait. It's a lure to attract other insects or small creatures, making it easier for the cat to catch them. And the piece of string? Well, that's obvious. That's for tying up their enemies, of course. Or maybe it's just for a bit of fun, because who can resist a good string to play with? So next time you find your cat's strange collection, remember, there's more to it than meets the eye. They're not just random objects, they're the tools of a master planner, a cunning hunter, and a playful companion. Let's talk about communication for a second. Now, we all know that cats are masters of nonverbal communication. They can tell you exactly what they want and exactly how they feel about you with just a look, a tail twitch, or a flick of the ear. But what if I told you that cats have a whole other language that they use to communicate with each other? A secret language that we humans are not privy to. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how your cat seems to understand exactly what other cats are saying, even if they've never met before? Like, they'll just walk up to each other, sniff butts, exchange a few meows, and suddenly they're best friends. And it's not just meows either. Cats use a variety of different sounds, from chirps and trills to hisses and growls, to communicate with each other. Okay, let's move on to the next sign: regimented schedule. Now, I know what you're thinking, all cats have a regimented schedule, right? They seem to have their own internal clocks that tell them when to eat, sleep, and play. They sleep for 18 hours a day, wake up to eat, groom themselves for a few hours, then go back to sleep. It's a cycle that seems almost too perfect to be true. But I'm not just talking about your average everyday cat schedule here. This goes beyond the typical feline routine. I'm talking about military precision. Imagine a cat that operates like clockwork, with every action timed to perfection. I'm talking about the kind of schedule where your cat wakes up at the exact same time every morning, without fail, as if they have an internal alarm clock, eats breakfast at the exact same time, down to the minute, every single day. No deviations, no exceptions, uses the litter box at the exact same time like clockwork, maintaining a level of consistency that would make even the most punctual human envious. And goes to bed at the exact same time, curling up in their favorite spot as if it were a nightly ritual. And don't even think about trying to disrupt their routine, because they will let you know in no uncertain terms that you are messing with the natural order of things. They might meow loudly or give you that unmistakable annoyed look. They will stare intensely, perhaps even with an angry expression, making it clear that any deviation from their schedule is unacceptable. But here's the thing. This kind of discipline and precision doesn't just happen overnight. It takes training, it takes dedication. It requires a consistent effort from both the cat and the owner to establish and maintain such a regimented schedule. Through positive reinforcement, like rewarding them with treats or playtime, you can help your cat develop this level of discipline. It's a partnership that, when done right, can lead to a harmonious and well-ordered household. And in the end, both you and your cat will benefit from this structured routine. Your cat will be happier and more content, and you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you've helped them achieve this remarkable level of precision. Have you ever noticed how your cat just seems to command attention wherever they go? Like, they could walk into a room full of people and suddenly everyone's staring at them, mesmerized by their every move. It's like they have this aura of power and authority that just draws you in. And it's not just their looks either, although, let's be real, cats are gorgeous creatures. It's their attitude, it's the way they carry themselves, it's the way they look you dead in the eye, like they know something you don't. They're not afraid to assert their dominance, whether it's by rubbing up against your legs, demanding attention, or just straight up sitting on your face. They know they're in charge, and they're not afraid to let you know it. Okay, let's talk about your cat's senses for a second. Specifically, their hearing. Have you ever noticed how your cat can hear things that you can't even hear? Like, you'll be sitting there, in complete silence, and suddenly your cat's ears will perk up, they'll swivel their head around and they'll stare intently at, well, nothing as far as you can tell. It's enough to make you wonder if you're living in a haunted house, or if your cat has some kind of sixth sense. But here's the thing, cats do have a sixth sense. It's called their vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ, and it's located in the roof of their mouth. This organ allows cats to smell pheromones and other scents that are undetectable to humans. Now, let's talk about your cat's intelligence for a second. Because, let's be real, cats are smart, like scary smart. They know how to get what they want when they want it, they know how to manipulate you with their cuteness, and they always seem to be one step ahead of you. Like, you'll buy a new toy thinking, this will keep them entertained for hours, and they'll play with it for 5 minutes, then get bored and walk away. Or you'll try to outsmart them by hiding their treats in a new spot, and they'll find them in like 2 seconds flat. It's like they know what you're thinking before you even think it. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about your cat's eating habits for a second. Now, I know what you're thinking, all cats love to eat, right? They're constantly begging for food, even if they just ate. But I'm not just talking about your average, everyday cat hunger here. I'm talking about a deep-seated need to hoard food, like you'll fill up their bowl and they'll eat a few bites, then walk away like they're not even hungry. But then, you'll find food hidden all over the house, under the couch, behind the curtains, in your shoes, even in your bed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun content. And remember, keep an eye on your cat. You never know what they're up to. See you next time.